Hi, my name is Beckwith, and I'm a printmaker and a Tamarind master printer. And so I do work both in print media for myself and collaborations for other artists who may not be printmakers.
And tell me again what a Tamarind master printer is.
It specifically is a printmaker who's trained in the art of lithography, specifically that process, as opposed to other processes. And so I have specific knowledge in that thing.
Karen, we talked about conceptions that people have about what prints are, and of course people who are well versed in art know what an artist print is, but not everybody does. Make that distinction for us.
What would be called a limited edition artist print, which this is, as opposed to a reproduction of, say, a painting or some drawing or something that's created in another fashion originally. So in this case, the artist print is the original, even though there might be a small edition, say 10, 20, even 50, up into the small 100 numbers. Those prints are still generated by hand, by the artist, or by a printmaker in collaboration with an artist, as opposed to being reproduced or reproduction of something else.
And they're not necessarily aimed at just looking exactly the same through each iteration, are they? Or are they?
They are to the degree that a human being can possibly reproduce something.
Okay.
So there's going to be a flux in maybe from 1 to 25, but number 1 has no more value than number 25, which is also a misconception sometimes that, oh, I want number 1 because it's the first one. And
okay.
number 1 very well may not be the first one. It may be number 25 and might have been numbered 1 because after they're all out on the table and get sorted, you have no idea which one is first.
That's
interesting. So
interesting.
they do somewhat look the same and should, if that's the intention for them, to be consistent.
Tell me about the work behind you and kind of what went into it.
This piece it's titled Where's the Bike Lane? And I've spent some time traveling around Cleveland, commuting from the west side to the east side, and trying to find the best route to get from point A to point B. And so I took what is the Cleveland bicycle map and did Xerox copies of it and mixed them up and sort of mushed them around and took those Xeroxes and transferred them onto a lithostone and printed that over top of what is a monotype layer. The color behind the map is in this case, this edition print, there is some change in that color because the color background is not the same every time. But the map piece and then the bicycle piece up here, that's a separate printing too, done lithographically. So those two parts would be consistent, but the background color.
So are we looking at 3 layers there?
3 layers,
yeah.
Yes. And so in this case, this print would be considered an edition variable because from 1 to 10, there's slight variation. It's consistent in its content, but the color is going to flux from one to the other. So this was just about my meanderings around Cleveland, trying to find the best way to get it to work.
Have you found it yet?
I got it down pretty well, actually. Over Franklin to Ohio City, over the Lorraine Carnegie Bridge, and once I hit Euclid Avenue and get on the bike lane, that's a pretty nice ride, actually.
How far is it? How far is your commute?
13 miles. So I don't have to go to the gym that day.
All right. Thank you.